Hi everyone, it's Kelly. Thanks for stopping by my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. And my friends, today I am part of a friendship video hop, and this theme for the month of March is new beginnings. I absolutely love that. I'm thinking for the spring, all the birds that are in their nest and the flowers that are blooming, and of course everything turning green again after a long cold winter. So for the theme this month, new beginnings, I am going to be creating a floral card, and we're going to do that together here. I'm going to share everything that I'm using, and then we'll make the rest of it together. I do have to apologize, my friends. I am sick today and a little bit worse than I was yesterday, so I had to just go ahead and try and get through this, film it, and then we'll see what happens. There are quite a few of us in the hop this month, so I will list everyone in the description box below. Please go check them out and share some love and see what they have chosen to create for this new beginnings theme. All right, my friends, I am going to be focusing on a floral, and I'm using a stamp and die set from Waffle Flower Crafts, and this is the Bouquet Builder Set 1. Now this is retired, it's no longer available, but I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorites, and I just thought this would be a perfect time to just reach in, grab something that need a little bit of dusting off and show it some new love. So this is what we're using today, and I'm also using a background die, and this is, I think, Sunny Studio stamps. Could possibly be Pink Fresh Studios. I grabbed it out of the packaging, but I'll definitely check that out for you and list that also in the description box below. Have some cardstock, wasn't sure what color I was going with yet. Then of course you're going to need your standard adhesives, your inks, your scissors, your low-tech tape, some foam, and then of course a coloring medium. So this one, mostly I used my Copic markers, and we're going to go ahead and get started with the completing. So this is the set that I did use, and the background die. Now I did take this on some white 110-pound cardstock and ran it through my electronic cutting machine, and this is that beautiful background right there. So once it was all ready to go, you can see there that is the all white, or mostly white, some of that pink is coming through. I decided to get it a little fancy and use my Distress Oxide spray. So all you do is just shake this up, and just like a spray paint, you spritz it on there, and it gave it that little bit of a background color. So very subtle. There's the white, and then there's that little subtle pink. So I just thought it would give it a little bit of extra drama. So for the cardstock color, I wasn't sure what I was going to go with yet, so we're going to decide together. And I did pre-cut and color the florals that I thought I would use. If you follow me on Instagram, and I'll link to that in the description box below as well, you might have seen the little teaser for these. And again, I'm not sure which colors I'm going to go with. I just think that these are gorgeous. So here are the little background ferns. I'm calling these ferns. They are just a beautiful little plant leaves, and these are done with watercolors. I did watercolor those. Now these, I did use my Copic markers and color them. Again, I wasn't sure what colors I was going for. I love this color palette together. These three colors, in my opinion, just marry so well together, and I just really love how those are. So I think this one is calling me. I've been looking at it since I've been talking with all of you, and I think this is the one that I'm going to go with. So we're going to go ahead and use this beautiful piece here. So I'll put these away for now, and then just trim this down to size. I'm going to start making a little bit of room, and I'm going to get out my huge trimmer for this one, because this is going to be a tall card. It's going to stand upright. So I guess that would be vertical, and as opposed to horizontal. So we're going to go ahead and do this one here. So this is going to be a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So just a little bit of trim there, and then of course I'm going to score it and then clean up those edges. So I'll keep this just in case. Put that over there. I just think that would be a really pretty complement to the blue, to the red, whichever one of those that I decide to go with. Let's see, where is my scoring tool? So you think everything is right where you need it until you need it. And then once this is scored and done, like I said, I'm going to just trim down the sides of that. I hope everybody is doing amazing and you are all doing super wonderful. We are actually leaving town later tonight and I get to go on our little trip. It's just a little 2-dayer. Sick, but everything's been already pre-arranged and we can't cancel it this late, so we're just gonna roll with it, and hopefully that's what medication is for. So what I'm gonna do here is just straighten up these edges, which are a little bit rumpled, and of course this is the tonic trimmer, which always gives me a really hard time, but hopefully we'll get through this. So this is from Stampin' Up. I cannot remember the color. I think it's from the Rich Regal collection. And it does have that, if you can see there, it does have that little bit of texture. So it's not a matte cardstock. All right, so here is that beautiful background piece. And I think I'm just going to set that on there like that. I would really love to give this another border, like something underneath this one here. But I think that's just going to make it a little too busy. So what I'm going to do on this one, I'm going to go ahead and give this some foam dimension because you guys know how much I love my dimension. I do love a card that has a lot of thickness to it and has a lot of like popped up areas. And then of course, remember, if you are mailing these cards, you do have to put extra postage on them because they're too thick. Ask me how I know. So what I'm going to do here is just take these backings off and then put this right down onto the cardstock, and then we'll build all the rest. I don't remember if that was the top or if this was the top. This one was. All right, now here is the hard part for me. So if you see my head in the way, I do apologize because this never goes on straight for me. No! Let me move it up just a tiny bit. All right, I'm gonna have to take this off camera, maybe for a quick second. I apologize if you see my head. And I kind of get that straight, and then I can go back in and trim off any excess on the sides, like if it's lopsided, but it definitely can't be lopsided at the top there. So there you go. There is that fastened onto there. And oh my goodness, I can't decide which trimmer I want to use today. I just grab whatever's behind me. What also is behind me is a kitty cat. My sweet little boy is sitting behind me wondering what on the earth I'm doing talking to myself. Okay, so there is, oh, I should have let this dry a little bit. I hope you saw what I just did. Oh my goodness, that would have been a funny blooper. Look what I just did. I just smeared it. This is not quite dry. Okay, you know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to cover it up. That's it, my friends. We are gonna have to use some of this and cover this. Oh, that is so funny. I need sleep. I need medication. I need to go to bed. All right, let me try and do this glue. If this is a new one for you, this is from scrapbook.com. And my friends, I do indeed recommend this glue. I am in love with it. First of all, you get quite a bit in here. I don't remember how many fluid ounces are in here, but you get quite a few. And I used it earlier and did not clean this out like it was supposed to. So there we go. I am going to use a little bit of liquid adhesive first. And the reason for that is if I use my my adhesive like this, it comes out too thick and it'll be all on the outside of these leaves. And then of course you're gonna have a sticky mess. So it's just, you know, a little bit of glue. If you're worried about it squeezing out the sides because you're thinking, oh no, you know, I put too much, just turn it upside down and dab it onto a piece of cardstock. This one is fine. I don't really need to do that, but just to give you a little, you know, tip, if you need it, just do that. You can see some of the glue came off. And that's just to keep it from like squeezing out once you set this down. I don't know where I'm going to put this. I just set it down here, and if I take it up, it's going to have glue. And then okay, how's that look? What do you guys think? Looks pretty good, right? So I'm going to just weigh this down a little bit. Here is, you know what, let's just use this. This is the Altino small little handheld, really teeny tiny die cutting machine. I love this. It's very portable. I've taken it on trips before, so if you have a smaller die just like this, it's a perfect fit. If you have one like that cover plate that I just showed you, it definitely will not fit. So keep that in mind when you have these smaller machines, that you'll need one for your bigger stamps and dies your bigger dies that match the stamps. All right, Kelly, come on, we can get through this. So I think I'm just gonna set a flower here, and then I just absolutely love this red one, but you know what I'm thinking? I think that would be beautiful as a standalone. I think this one by itself would be a gorgeous card. So I'm gonna go with this little cutie here and just kind of overlap them. So for this one, I did have a little bit of foam. So we're just gonna open this up on the back, all of this little foam tape here. I'm going to move that out of the way before we keep smearing it. And that's one of the beauties about having a lot of stuff on the front of your card, is if you do make a mistake, which I just did right there, you cover it up. Just smoke and mirrors. You've heard me say that before. Just cover it up. And unless somebody gets your card and starts deconstructing it, taking it apart, who's gonna know, right? Who's gonna know? It'll be beautiful. So I'm gonna put this, I don't want this to hang off, so I think that has to go down there. So we're gonna do that right there. That looks good. And now for this one, I have here to put the foam on this side, but not there and not there, because it already has foam there. So what I also like to do is I'm just going to grab a marker here. No, that might bleed through. Let me not do that. That might show through. Let me just use a pencil and put a little bit here, just like that. And what I'm basically doing is just measuring out where I do not want to put foam, because then it will be double the foam. So we're going to come back in and add a little bit of foam on the back of this one. Ooh, I see there, it'll hang over just a little bit. Hangover. That was a funny movie. I remember that, seeing that in the theater. I just thought that was one of the funniest movies. All right, so we're just going to put a little bit there and a little bit here, and if that is all we need, something is overlapping. So let me just take a little bit of this off, trim it down. Be very careful when you're doing this, because I have actually cut into the image before, and that was heartbreaking. That was sad, my friends, because you put all this hard work into these beautiful images. Okay, what is happening here? Something is stuck somewhere. Still too long? Okay, that's all right. We'll just keep trimming, trimming, trimming until it fits. All right, where is it getting hung up? I think it might actually be the bottom. And then of course these scissors are not the play today. They are getting stickier by the minute. Okay, there we go. So the problem, I think, is down here. There we go. So I hope you are all enjoying spring break, if it is a spring break for you. Ours was actually last week. We were a little bit early this year, and now it's back to school, back to work, back to everything. So that is going to go there, and then here and here I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive. And again, that's just to give it that extra little safety net from, whoops, there we go. I'm gonna have to get some of that off again. And this is just to give it that extra little adhesive. There we go. And if I forgot to say, please make sure and check out everyone that's on all of the stops of this hop and see what they're creating. And I think I'm seeing this pop up. So let's give this another little hit of the glue. You can see there, just putting just a little bit. There we go. And again, I'm just gonna hold that down just for a quick second and pick up the lid, which went flying. And then we're gonna add this one to the bottom down here. And then I'm gonna add a sentiment. And my friends, I'm gonna cheat. I am not going to do a sentiment. Does this set come with a sentiment? Let me just put that there for one quick second. I don't think that this actually even comes with a sentiment. Nope, it does not. So you have to add your own, which of course Waffle Flower has quite a few sentiments and sets with sentiments in it. So I think that is going to be it for gluing things down. All right, set that there. What I'm doing basically here is just giving some weight so that will stay down and not keep curling upright. All right, so for the sentiment, I am using some of these from Tim Holt's collection. I believe these are from the Ideology, but I'm not 100% sure. I just know that I need easy today, and this is really, I mean, it's terrific. I actually have the machine where you just keep turning it around and it makes these on their own. But these are some, they're ready to go. So, okay, I think I'm gonna put, oh, in my heart. That would be pretty. Full of wonder. I'm trying to think of a sentiment that would be good. You do you. That's funny. So lucky would be cute. We are almost on March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. Let's see. Choose to shine, wonder, seen and noted. Remember this. Ooh, remember this. That might be nice. But then what do you say on the inside? Remember this? Like, I don't know. Let's do in my heart. Yeah, let's do in my heart. And again, these are ready to go. They're fancy stickers, and they look like a label maker, which I absolutely love because I have one, and they're so much fun to play around with, honestly. Then they moved over to what's that other machine? The label maker, I believe it is. No, I think I just said that already. The one where you have to put in electronically and then it prints it out. I forget the name of them. The brother, I think it's a label maker. Maybe they both have the same name. All right, put in the comments below if you know what I'm talking about. I have the machine and the name is literally just escaping me. All right, there we go. In my heart. In my heart, where are you gonna go in my heart? Let's see. I feel like this is super busy down here, but up here we're covering up the ferns. Oh my goodness. Let's see. What do you think? At the top? Nah, I don't know. I'm kind of getting, I think I'm getting some put it at the bottom vibes. So, you know, let's just put it at the bottom. All right, so what I'm going to have to do then, because I didn't know where this was going to go, I have to take some of this back off. Another option would be to double up the back of it, but then this thing is going to be standing up about that tall. So I'm just going to try and take some of this off, and hopefully to be a little more forgiving, because these things are bending. You can see there it's getting a little bit wonky. So I'm going to add this here. You are in my heart. Let's see, it's still too long. Okay. That's all right. It's all right. We can get through this, my friends. And then after this, it is time for medication. More medication. So we're going to put this here. Right about there. So the only thing left that has foam is actually underneath the word heart. The rest is just the actual adhesive. So there you go. I think this would be really pretty with some gold gemmies, some of those little gold Pink Fresh Studio gems. I have some iridescent ones as well. Those would be really, really pretty. I don't know if I want gold on here. You know what, my friends? This is not the play. This is not it. I'm not liking this. Now that I'm looking at it completed, I'm not liking it. So I think I'm going to leave it alone. I think I'm just going to put something on the inside instead, like a happy birthday. Turn this into a happy birthday card, and just that's gonna be it. Let's see. Oh no, that's not it. I think this would be really, really pretty with some shimmery diamond type. And I don't think I have any of those. So let me see if I can get away with gold. Otherwise, I'm going to take this off and we're just going to call this one done, my friends. So there are 2 little gold ones there. And then maybe a couple more gold ones up here. Something like that. I just made 3 in a row. It looks like tic-tac. Tic-tac-toe. That's what I was trying to think. Oh, I'm not sure about this, my friends. Yeah, I think definitely needs to go back down here somewhere. So it kind of like draws the eye into the center. All right, my friends, I think I am going to call this one done and put these little gemmies on and look for some iridescent ones and see if that might be a better color for this. So for now, we're just going to call this one done. This is going to be a maybe, and I'm going to see if I can find maybe another sentiment as well. So there you go, my friends. That is my card share for this month's new beginnings. Again, I am using the Waffle Flower Crafts, and that is our completed card. So thank you so much for being here with me today. This is what we have created, and make sure you check out everyone else on the Hop and see what their new beginnings are. It's going to be it for this one, my friends. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye-bye.